Hello, everybody.
Hello. Hello.
Hey, tonight, besides being the Dallas Songwriters Open Mic Night at Love and War, it's actually the Bring Your Own Mic Open Mic Night at Love and War. We're mostly outside, so we're not worried about it, the COVID too much here. And we're going to be eating some good food and drinking some good drinks. I'm Barbara McMillan, and tonight we're going to celebrate the life of Roy Don Ashley. We know him as Don Ashley. And Don was a joker. He was a smart guy. He was very smart. He was a very talented person. And I hope everybody will pick up one of those bio booklets and read about his life. He and I went to the same preschool, first grade at Little Folks, elementary school, San Jacinto, John B. Hood Junior High School, and W.W. Samuel High School. We went to those schools, the same ones. And so we kind of know a lot of the same crowd. I'm hoping Alexis shows up. She's also from Samuel. And we met actually in Ace Bowen's studio and recording. Don was helping Ace record a song that I was doing, and I think Rob Randolph was playing on it, and Steve Weisberg, who played with us before, who's played with John Denver. He's actually in our Hall of Fame. And so that's how we met, and consequently we were in a number of bands together, and we did a lot of traveling together and had a lot of fun. But other than that, Don was really smart, so he worked in a lot of other media jobs. He worked at JCPenney at the Audio Post facility, and he worked for Texas Health, and did a number of jobs for them while he was there. And he really had a good sense of humor. And in fact, in a little while, I'm going to go ahead and read some things that people have posted off of Facebook that actually they couldn't come, but they posted some comments. And I'm hoping that Renee shows up because Don's most recent girlfriend, Dana, sent me a poem that she wants somebody to read. And so I'm hoping that Renee will show up and read that for us. Well, I'm going to start out with a song that I wrote, and it's called You Will Live On. I wrote it in June, and I had no idea that I'd be singing it for Dawn when I wrote it.
Yes. You're last.
That's okay, I can hear it. I just wanted you to turn it up just a little bit. The monitors. I heard your voice in the wind today, and I turned to see your face. The warmth of the wind caressed me like a veil of billowing lace. made me feel complete. Your memory, here in memory, you'll always be a part of me. You will live on as long as the sun shines. You will live on as long as the rain falls. You will live on as long as the wind blows. You will live on. That's all my heart knows. All my heart knows. All my heart knows. All my heart knows. You will live on. That's all my heart knows. All right, thank you very much. So don't forget to sign in the book. I'd like to know everybody that's here. I did a slideshow, so if you want to see it, it's over on the table against the wall. You can go stand and look through it. It's about 7 minutes long. Also, we have a sign-in list. Harry has a sign-in list for people who want to sing, and then another sign-in list for somebody who would like to say something. If you're not going to sing anything, but you'd like to just come up and say something funny about Don or anything. And then later, I might read a little comments off the Facebook page. So we have an extra mic here. Wait, which is the people who are going to just speak mic?
That's the MC mic, that's the singing mic, and we need a mic for that.
Yeah. So we need one more mic. So yeah. So we've got 3 mics. This will be the anybody who wants to talk mic, and we'll let you know when you can come up. We're going to try to keep the show running, so when somebody else is setting up to sing, we want to have somebody making comments and stuff.
Bring your own mic, that's my mic, we'll just put that over here,
And then this is the singer mic. Okay. All right. So who's up first, Harry?
Well, first we have a talker.
Okay.
Someone with words, Charles McCarry, the lawyer.
We'll let him. Yeah.
He can use my mic, he doesn't mind.
Okay, so we need to get another mic over here. We need to get another mic over here so I can get set up for this person.
Well, this one.
All right. I'm going to be very unlawyer-like and keep it short. But you know, the thing about losing Don that this kind of strikes home is that I seemingly have known him forever, but you lose track of time. And I'm trying to think whether it was the late '80s, early '90s when I met him. It was somewhere right around the formation of the Songwriters Association. But I also remember him from Rich and Famous because I used to hang out downtown. I lived downtown, and he was a little bit more serious than I grew to know him over the years. He was playing serious music, and he had like uber skills. I mean, this guy could do anything. When he went to work for J.C. Penney, he brought me in there and gave me a tour of the facilities, and the J.C. Penney campus up there was just totally impressive, and he was like the czar of that whole production studio. So that was very impressive. But then over the years, as you get to know him, you realize that that he's really kind of a clown at heart, and he liked to have fun. And I'm happy to say that I kept in touch with Don right to the very end. We enjoyed the many late night phone calls and chats and text messages, and I think we both shared the insomnia And so, I mean, we had endless 2 a.m. Chats about nothing. Occasionally it would dwell on his health because it was obviously declining. He kept me up to date. But I feel glad that we really reconnected and we're talking practically on every other day, right up until June of this year. I mean, pretty close to the end. In fact, we were playing a word game, and you left me hanging, and I'm thinking, Don, it's your move. and I looked at my phone today, and that was the last message. Don, it's your move. Let's go. and so hearing that he had passed just hit me over the head. And I said, we're too young to do this. This is not right. Because. So it made me feel, my own mortality, just knowing that, we were close to the same age and we had a lot of the same interests, and then, a guy that forever, seemingly 30 years, and then just one day he's not there, and it leaves a hole. So, here's to Don, cheers.
Yeah, I'd like to say. Okay, I'll do that. There you go.
Check. 3 mics is just way too complicated for me. But we can do it. Okay. We're getting the players lined up now. Bill Martin is going to do. We're going to do 2 songs each, but he's got this song is so long he's going to count it as 2 songs. So we'll do 2 songs. If we have time when this is all over, we'll come back and do it again. Do another song. We got. Getting some. Is that me? Me? 2. Check. Huh? Check. What did he say?
Just keep talking. Just keep going.
Just keep talking. Okay. Okay. I don't know what to say. Okay. Bill Martin's first, then Alan Morrison's going to get up second after Bill Martin, and then Stephen Tram, then John Mason, then Ian Dixon, and Ricky Jean Wright. I'll call you when you're ready. Don Wall, Keith Dodson. Maybe I'll get up and do one. If anybody wants to be last, we can change the schedule a little bit if you're eating or something. I did not know Don Ashley, so I don't have any words to say. But we all love Barb, and she was a co-founder with him. He co-founded this organization a long time ago. There's Barb posted a real nice little article or little thing on Facebook with his picture and everything. If y'all haven't seen it, go to the Dallas Songwriters Facebook page, and she created an event with about 3 or 4 big long paragraphs about Don. I understand he was one hell of a guitar player and a saxophone player and a songwriter. This guy's pretty good too. I'm gonna get out of his way.
know the song? Sing one? Would you sing one?
I don't know, that was a pretty long song.
Okay.
The judges out.
Or you can sing in this microphone.
Well, I've got
Why don't you do one? Just, I wasn't always home. I've heard you do it much.
Okay. Give me an answer, just leave me a clue. Are you saying we once were? Are you saying we're through? Tell me you love me, or just drop me a line. Say you're not happy as long as you're mine. Do you miss me, baby? Do you miss me, babe? Do you miss me, baby? Do you miss me, babe? Or are you saying we're through? Or are you mine? I think it's the end. We're such a great distance away. I need a friend. You don't have to stay, but give me an answer. Just leave me a clue. Are you saying we once were? Are you saying we're through? Do you miss me, baby? Do you miss me, babe? Do you miss me, baby? Do you miss me, babe? Or are you saying we're through? Or are you mine? Do you miss me, baby? Do you miss me, babe? Do you miss me, baby? Do you miss me, babe? La 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 Or are you mine?
Okay, folks, that was Bill Martin. And now we have Alan Larson, who needs no introduction. And he's going to stand up and play.
Yeah. Guitar player. Dad. Rather well. Yes, I'm going.
to take it out. We're going to use it tonight. Huh? I mean, so I'll take it with me. Okay. We have guitars. All right. I'm glad to be here and part of this tribute to Don. I did not know Don. That was, I think I may have met him once at Dunn Brothers many years ago, but from what I read on Facebook that Barb wrote about him, he had quite the musical career that I could only wish that I had had. It sounded like he was a very talented guy. Anyway, this is my song, You Got This. Sometimes it can't help but come around. There'll be some kind of miss, and I have to get this. Sometimes I just want to get up, run as far as we can. But I know you got this, baby. I got no worries now, 'cause you'll come through. Not long ago, you said you had lost faith in yourself. You said you did not deserve any love from anyone else. But all I see now is that smiling face, light comes shining through. But you know, you got this, baby. Yes, you do. No worries now, girl. You'll come through. Now we're heading down the road, hand in hand. The city is lighting our way. With you I have no worries about the dragons I have to slay. Hey. Thank you. All right, this next song is also the first word of this title is you as well. Anyway, this is a song called You Got Away. It's about
that friend who's always living in chaos, always doing everything at the last minute, and you think, oh man, this ain't gonna work out, and he always makes it work out. So anyway, you got a way, not a way like getting away from it, but you have a method. Anyway, yeah, okay. Sometimes when things get crazy and everything gets thrown in doubt, we wander around lost in a haze, but then suddenly you make it all work out. It works out. A raging stream of muddy water, full of shoulda, wouldas, and you oughtas. When everyone starts to scream and shout, suddenly you make it all work out. It works out. You got a way of making things crazy and turning everything upside down. Just when it seems it's bound to get worse, you throw it all in reverse. Somehow through all of the chaos, working so hard with no one to pay us, life on the edge, always on the lookout, and suddenly it all works out. It works out. You got a way of making things crazy and turning everything just upside down. Just when it seems it's bound to get worse, we may turn it all in reverse. Yeah, sometimes when things get crazy and everything gets thrown in doubt, we wander around lost in a haze. Suddenly you make it all work out. It works out. You got a way of making things crazy. Gotta work hard upside down. Cause when it seems it's bound to get worse, throw it all in reverse. Throw it all in reverse. All right, thank you. That was okay. I need to plug the mic.
While they're getting ready to have another person come on, I was sent this poem by Dana Ashley Hall, and Dana was Rex Hall's widow, and Rex is, if you look at those pictures up there in the slideshow, there's a picture of Texas Fantasy, and there's a guy playing the fiddle, and so he played fiddle in our band for a while, and Rex and I knew each other before I knew Dawn. And so in the past year, Dana and Dawn became really close. They talked about every day over the phone. She's living in Tyler, oh gosh, I forgot where, Temple. She's living in Temple, he was in Canton, so, but they talked every day, FaceTime. And so she was, she's been a big support for me when he passed away, and we've spent a lot of time together over the phone. She's helped me a lot. She wrote a poem about Don, and it's called Blossoms and Rot. And I'm going to try to read it. I'm going to botch it up. It's really small print, and so, but I'm going to do my best. And I'll get her to give it to me so I can post it on Facebook so everybody can see it. I never thought we'd lose you this soon. With you, I was halfway over the moon. So strange we found each other this late. But the timing was perfect. Luck held hands with fate. We celebrate now that you passed through life's gate. Life on the edge of a razor-sharp knife. There were days of high glory and a few full of strife. Took the best medication that law can allow. It eased ancient trauma and embellished the now. Like the loveliest woman stroking your brow. It was the pandemic, nowhere to go, no one to listen, no laughter, no flow. We kicked it up good, thousands of days, condensed into 1 year, a hot smoky blaze. I'm standing here months later, still in a daze. I stayed here and you stayed there. Neither of us was going nowhere. I knew your time was pretty close, but thank God it wasn't no overdose. Now flying through the universe, beautiful ghost. You loved that redhead 40 years, composing your bars of flowers and tears. But that time was precious and more pure than rain. You wanted to live it again and again. And someday she'll walk with you down heaven's lane. I didn't want to say what I knew about your situation, that the body was through. I wish every day that you were still here, but we'll meet at forever, and forever is near. I fell for you in summer, we had only 1 year. Your trip was soft, with no real pain. We loved you, and for that, we won't be the same. Time treads both ways, so death matters not. We gave each other everything we had left to God. Unconditionally loving our blossoms and rot. We told it true, our sweet goodbyes, always be your friend, and that's no lie. Although together we did not lay our souls entwined in joy almost every day. And now we gather to honor, to pray. And there we are, and that's how it goes. Now go drive your Maserati on the Golden Coast.
All right. A little more guitar. All right, my name is Steve Trow. I'm one of the newer, or I just recently joined the Dallas Songwriters Association, so I too did not really meet or get to know Don. But if he started this organization, he's already cool in my book. So anyway, we'll start with a song about ending a relationship. It's called My Heart Only Cries for You. Looking out at a tormented sky, looking through the trees, I hear the cars go whisper by, the wind rustling through the leaves, a flash of light and a gentle roll. Looks like it's going to rain, but I stay outside, I
wanna see some more. It takes my mind off of the pain, and I wish I could understand why I let you hold my hand, even though I know our love is through. My heart only cries for you. I see your face and I turn away. It's hard to look in your eyes, and if I did, I wouldn't know what to say. I just stand there head high, but we play along, even though it might be wrong. And you know that you make me lose control, and I wish I knew why I only think of you, and why it's my heart that you stole. And I wish I could understand why I let you hold my hand, even though I know our love is true. My heart only cries for you, only cries for you. You're the one that I see when I close my eyes. You're the one that clears my cloudy skies. You're the one that can be with all night long. You're the one why I sing this song. Ooh, you're the one that I want. And I wish I could understand why I let you hold my hand, even though I know our love is through. My heart only cries for you. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna rock it up a little bit here. So I'm also the singer-songwriter for my band, The Traumatics, and we've been playing the Fort Worth music scene. We actually have a show this Saturday night. If anyone is in downtown Fort Worth, we're playing the main at Southside with another guy named Betsy Jones, who was actually on the cover of Fort Worth Weekly a few weeks ago. But anyway, I guess on August 31st, my band released this song. It's called Boulevard, and it's sort of my lament of the generic sameness of suburban America. So here's Boulevard. Driving down the boulevard, hard to tell just where we are. All these signs, they look the same as the town from which we came. But I can't go back, no, I can't go back to the past. Wanna find something to believe in that's gonna last. No, I can't go back, no, I can't go back to the past. Wanna find something to believe in that's gonna last. That's gonna last. Shoot. Traffic and construction zones, zombies driving on their phones, fast food banks and discount stores, no different than the town before. This place has no identity, no individuality. But I can't go back, no, I can't go back to the past. Wanna find something to believe in that's gonna last. No, I can't go back, no, I can't go back to the past. Wanna find something to believe in that's gonna last. That's gonna last. Shit. I'm driving down the line, don't know what I'll find. I don't care what you think of me, you can stay behind. You can stay behind. Shit. Can't escape the boulevard, focusing is getting hard. All these towns, they look the same. I don't even know their names. But I can't go back, no, I can't go back to the past. Wanna find something to believe in that's gonna last. No, I can't go back, no, I can't go back to the past. Wanna find something to believe in that's gonna last. That's gonna last. Shoot. Thank you. I'm Steve Trout, and I'll enjoy the rest of the evening.
Before he gets away, folks, there's no family resemblance that I can tell, but his brother was a turtle. He was Raphael in the Ninja Turtle movie. So had the suit on and everything, you know.
It doesn't matter what I accomplish in life. I'll always be known as the brother of the guy that played the Ninja Turtles in the original movies. But I keep trying to make a name for myself. I swear I do.
He had to become a doctor to get the teaching. Okay, Barb's got a few more words while we're setting up.
Yeah, while
John?
we're setting up, I'm going to talk a little bit. So back in the early 80s, there was a group called the Texas Music Association. And Don and I were members of that group, and Alexis Tapp, that's where I first met her. Even though she and I and Don all went to the same high school, I didn't know her in high school. And so Dallas Songwriters actually grew out of that association, because at one time we were just a small group of songwriters that were all members of the Texas Music Association. We used to meet separately one night a month. And so then we separated from that group, and Charles McGarry, who you heard talk earlier, was our nonprofit lawyer, and he helped us become a nonprofit organization, which I'd like to mention right now that today is Giving Day, and you may have heard on television that all of our nonprofit organizations around North Texas is asking for you to donate money. That's why we put a jar at the front in case you didn't have a chance to go online and donate. We are a nonprofit, so we put a little jar in there. You can stick some cash there for Giving Day. This is North Texas Giving Day. So are you ready? I'll talk more later.
Okay, folks, now for one of everybody's favorites, John Mason. Thank you.
No Don. Is this on?
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. I did not know Don, but looking at all the people here who came to celebrate his life, he must have been some guy. I've lived in two states mostly in my life, California and Texas. So I managed to write songs for both places. I actually came from Oklahoma. I haven't written any songs for Oklahoma. Can't seem to find anything that works. Anyway, this is one from California. It's called Casting Shadows. forest airplane, even out of LA in the rain. Said we'd be together with the snow, leave this town forever, I don't know. But if I don't see you there, I know that you moved on, you'll be found somewhere. They're casting shadows in the air. Lady stops to fix her golden chain. Children running, trying to catch the rain. Mother holds her baby to the glass. I tell myself those things will never last. Oh, when they don't see me there, I'm just a second look, they're unaware. I'm out here casting shadows in the air. Things on time, got to know when my heart decides where it wants to go. If you find what you're looking for, you don't look for love outside your door. When it's too late to stay, just before it's too late to walk away. Gave my ticket to some Wall Street bum and watched the plane take off into the sun. Oh, I watched it disappear, the shimmering silver touch of sheer, up there casting shadows in the air. And if you don't see me there, you know that I'll move on, I'll be found somewhere, up there casting shadows in the air. Shadows in the Like I said, I spent most of my life, actually I spent more time in Texas than in any place I've been. That's scary. Also, but I have a cape over here somewhere. So, when I first got here, I started writing songs. A lot of my songwriter friends said, man, you gotta write a song about Texas. Nobody's gonna listen to you. They were fooling me. I don't know. Anyway, so I wrote one anyway. It's called Lone Star State. Lone Star State is calling out to me from the Gulf Coast shores of Galveston to the streets of Abilene. Country music's down in Austin, Dallas, Fort Worth, you will find they're living in a Lone Star State of mind. Lone Star State is always in my heart. Those Houston nights like a world, but wherever you may be, people are more friendly. Here in Texas you will see, you can't take your California, you can't take your Tennessee, you can take your Alabama, Louisiana ain't for me. I stay right here in Texas, for I know my life is fine, living in a Lone Star state of mind. It's calling out to me. Guns got whiskey, well that's what made Texas free. And if you don't believe it, you can come on down sometime, and we'll show you some Lone Star state of mind. You can take yourself around the world, but wherever you may be, people are more friendly. Here in Texas you will see, you can't take your California, you can't take your Tennessee, you can take your Alabama, Louisiana ain't for me. But I stay right here in Texas, where I know my life is fine, living in a Lone Star state of mind. I'm living in a Lone Star state of mind. I'm living in a Lone Star state of mind. That's just fine. So come on down, stay a while, put some boots on, let's buy you a drink. Thank you very much.
John Mason, he's a good one.
All right.
Now Barb has a few more words.
We're getting Don set up.
We're getting Ian Dixon set up.
Oh, is it Ian Dixon?
Yeah.
Well, Don had his guitar on, so he fooled me.
He's anxious.
Well, I just want to talk about Don Ashley again for a minute. You know, it would help if I put on my glasses. Don was an avid reader. In fact, when we were cleaning out the house, there's like books and books and hauled away a bunch of books out of there. He could teach himself how to do just about anything. He was a tech geek, and he started the first website for Dallas Songwriters Association and the first membership database. Now we've got Sherry Davis and John Davis here in the audience with us. Sherry was president in 2000, and her husband John Davis took over the website from Don when Sherry was president, and built a new website and kept it for us for quite a few years.
Where's Sherry?
So thank you, John and Sherry. They're sitting right there with Bobby, I think. Where are they? There they are. It's so dark out
I
there.
want to meet Sherry. I've been logging on to BroadJam for 9 years or whatever it is with her ID. I never knew what she looked like.
Thanks to Sherry, we have a relationship with BroadJam since 2000, or even before that, right when they got started. But besides that, Don was a founding board member, and he served over 25 years producing albums of member songs and recording video of performances, and he's been involved with Dallas Songwriters for over 20 years. And he used to say, it feels like 100 years. And Harry can attest to that because he did a lot of things that Harry does right now. He had assisted in video production, graphic arts, contest judging, bottle washing, seminar productions, AV, mastering CDs, and 30-second clips at the awards show. Harry knows about those, and general housekeeping. So he was really instrumental in a lot of things that Al Songwriters does today.
But Harry don't play the guitar like Don did. And speaking of playing the guitar, folks, we got Ian Dixon now, who also needs no introduction.
Oh, yeah. Well, there are two things about Don that I respected. First, he was an excellent guitar player. You know, I'd listen to him play and think I should either practice more or burn my guitar. And the other thing was he was absolutely committed to the music and the art and whatever he had to do to make that happen, to stay involved in it. And something that I wish I had done at some point but never did. I thought about what songs that I've written that would be appropriate, and I don't think any of them were as appropriate as a song that was written by Guy Clark, so I'm going to kind of break songwriting tradition. I'm going to do a Guy Clark song for Don.
Old with a flour sack cape tied all around his neck. He climbed up on the garage and figured what the heck. Screwed his courage up so tight the whole thing came unwound. Got a running start and bless his heart, he headed for the ground. One of those that knows that life is just a leap of faith. Spread your arms and hold your breath and always trust your cape. He's all grown up with a flour sack cape tied all around his dreams. It's full of piss and vinegar, and he's busting at the seams. He licks his finger and checks the wind. It's gonna be do or die. He wasn't scared of nothing, boys. He was pretty sure he could fly. He's one of those that knows that life is just a leap of faith. Spread your arms and hold your breath and always trust your cape. Got old and gray with a flour sack cape tied all around his head. He still jumps off the garage, he will until he's dead. And all his friends, they tell him, you've been acting like a kid. He did not know he could not fly, and so he did. He's one of those that knows that life is just a leap of faith. Spread your arms and hold your breath and always trust your cape. Spread your arms and hold your breath and always trust your cape. Don trusted his. Thank you. That's it.
Oh, you just gonna do one? Hey, do another one. Do one more. Encore.
me a capo and I'll do one more that may be semi-appropriate. I was only planning one, so I didn't bring a capo. This started out as a song about a bird, and ended up a song about the cycle of life. So I guess that's appropriate. But I live my life on Columbia River, just a few miles from the Bonneville Dam. In the shallows below, when the winter winds push me, I gather the family. The winters are warmer in old Mexico, 'cause I am the king of Columbia River, and everyone smiles as I take to the sky. They follow my arc as I glide across the water. They can't look away when they watch me fly by. They watch me fly by. Well, 17 years on Columbia River, that's a few more than most of us see. Soon I'll dive down and I'll drift with the current and out to the ocean. That's the way it should be. Mountains belong to the eagles, the hearts of the from the telephone wires, and the owls on the nights, and the kestrels the fields. This river is all I desire, 'cause I am the king of Columbia River, and everyone smiles as I take to the sky.
Alrighty, I'm gonna say something while y'all
It
are
was just
sitting
trying
up.
to reconnect.
Who is it now? Ricky G?
Ricky G.
While Ricky G is setting up, I'm going to read something off Facebook. This is from Nancy Watner Dunn, an old friend of mine from early 70s. Over 33 years ago, you and Dawn performed at Steve and my wedding. Our two songs were so different, we thought you would just do one as we danced. To our delight and wonder, you combined Sun Enchanted Evening and In the Air Tonight.
But he can handle it.
Don't tell Denise that.
I won't.
We're hearing Barbara talk reminded me of relationships with people and reminded me of relationships with band members. And I wrote a song. My guitar ringing in the mountains never made a sound. And her voice sounded like an angel echoing all around. And that look on her face when the snow started coming down, 'cause she knew we were stranded there in that mountain town. Boy, we made some friends in touch, but the road was getting old, and our souls were back in Dallas, and those mountains were so cold. There was a blue norther blowing all the way down to the plains, and we prayed our money going back to Texas, but the snow was saying no. Going back to Texas, but the snow was saying no. This next song is about keeping in touch with your friends and keeping in touch with those people that you care about. And it's so good to talk again. Yes, it's been way too long, my friend. Thoughts of you sometimes dance through my mind. Well, I'll confess it happens all the time. Long time no see feels like forever. You're going your way and I'm going mine. The time get longer, it seems. There's no one to blame and no fault to find. I just want you to say things are good and you're okay. Now that we're talking, I've got to say my day. The sound of your voice made my day. Thank you very much.
this because I didn't plan anything. And I did know Don and Barbie back in the day. My husband was actually one of the beginner members of the Texas Music Association, and then when I played Nick's Uptown down in Greenville, they TMA recorded it and played it on cable for a couple of years. I'm pretty sure Don probably had something to do with all that because it was a pretty big production, and I'm forever grateful for all the things that they did. So I hold my phone sideways to have the words big enough to even have a chance of seeing. But this is a lyric that I wrote about 5 years ago, and looking at it on my phone a little bit ago, I was like, I think I can reword a couple of these, winging it, of course, get appropriate. So here goes. Soon, yes, very soon. More or less a gypsy, been living on the road, waiting for my songs to hit and struggling with hope. Hanging on and chasing dreams, playing dead-end bars to grab my moment in the sun, reaching for the stars. Lights shine bright in heaven, pulling at my soul, playing through my doubts and dreams on the street, and heaven pulls my soul. Playing through my doubts and dreams, oh, let the good times roll. Glare of neon blinking bright might be what's blinding me, but soon, yes soon, I'll play my hits. That's all that I can see. While the underworld's been driving its hypnotic heartache blues, I've struggled so many times I've worn holes straight through my shoes. Playing all my music, pray it's not me. I'll walk my fame in heaven, not Memphis, Tennessee.
That was beautiful, Alexis.
Fishing trip was choppy, and us wild dogs were cocky. We gone on the Gulf of Mexico. My girlfriend lived in Nederland, and she sounds like Janis Joplin when she says guff. Well, that's good enough for me, you know. Red snapper, cold beer, picking at the barbecue. Loving Port Aransas, and baby, I'll eat with a bonfire burning all night long. Red snapper, cold beer, picking at the barbecue. Loving Port Aransas, baby, I'm loving you. Good times playing in the Texas dunes, fishing on the Gulf, hanging on the beach with you. Mexican and Anglo get along just fine. Good old Texas boys in the Gulf moonlight, staring at the fire, sharing desires, feeling the tease of the restless sea. Red snapper. Thank you. Thanks. So I got one more Texas song. And it's kind of about food. It's really my first impressions of Texas when I moved here like 84. And something must have took, because I'm still here. Cornbread, iced tea. Eat your greens and black-eyed peas. gold prosperity. Cornbread ice cream. Eat your greens and black-eyed peas. Bring money, gold prosperity. I wasn't born here, I may not die here, but I got Texas in my genes. July 4th, I went to Austin, spent the day with Willie Nelson. Hippies, rednecks, bikers, smokers, bought me a brand new pair of ropers. You know I fit right in here with my eyes just full of cold beer. Cowboy dreams, blue eyes crying, it's a whiskey river, man, I ain't lying. And I like cornbread iced tea. Eat your greens and black-eyed peas. Cornbread iced tea. Eat your greens and black-eyed peas. Bring money, gold, prosperity. And the kids say, we were born here, we're gonna die here, 'cause we got Texas in our. We were born here, gonna die here, 'cause we got Texas in our genes. Texas. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, Don has two kinds of songs. Those will.
And yeah, they had the cable van out there, and they were doing it. I don't know if that night Don particularly was there or not, but he used to go out with the cable Dallas cable television, and they take the van out and they go and to all these different clubs and record, videotape all of these acts, and then put them on cable television. We a show called Texas Music Magazine, where we had people come on and actually perform in the studio. It was in the studio and had a director and stuff like that, and so we had local talent come in and do perform on that show. It was 30 minutes, 30-minute show, and then we had a show called Dallas Songwriter Spotlight, and that's where this name came from. The cable television.
It's all carbon fiber. Keith Dodson, folks. He's a funny guy. All right, thank you. This is probably the song I ever wrote to completion. It's, I decided I wanted to try my hand at songwriting, pour out my soul, and reach out to the human condition. So I wrote a song about barbecue. Now all around this great big world, we all love barbecue. In every land a different style, let's just name a few. Now the Germans grill their and pork is the point. A tasty little tidbit couldn't get much nearer. The secret of the flavors in the smoke and mirrors. The elephants love it, the donkeys too. Yeah, they all want a great big piece of pork to chew. And when the Tonians enjoy their barbecue, pork is the point. Now a gentleman from Ohio wants to build a dam. He grabs a great big pork chop and shares with Senator Sam. A rep from Alaska needs a new bridge. Just a little pork loin he pulls out of the fridge. And the senator wants a stadium in sunny Tennessee. Pork is the point. Now this obsession with the pig must be some psychosis. All we can do is hope and pray they all get trichinosis. Well, let's all go down to that DC joint where the Congress gathers, and pork is the point. A tasty little tidbit couldn't get the smoke and mirrors. The elephants love it, the donkeys too. Yeah, they all want a great big piece of floor to chew. And when the Washingtonians enjoy their barbecue, one day I loaded up my browser, pure knowledge to acquire. There I saw an image that just set me on fire. Well, she looked at me with big brown eyes, too lovely to describe. She asked me to like her and also to subscribe. Well, she's the girl of my streams. I saw her on the net. It started with a Facebook meme, but to a message at the bottom, my lovesick eyes were drawn. To really get to know me, just join my Patreon. Well, she's the girl of my streams. I saw her on the net. Started with a Facebook meme, the subject I forget. Now I see her everywhere, cat videos and spam, recommended by you too. Follow her on Instagram. Well, I finally got to know her. I'm happy to report, see her everywhere, cat videos and spam, recommended by you too. Follow her on Instagram. I'll follow her on Instagram and Twitter and WhatsApp and YouTube and TikTok. Girl of my streams.
I'm talking, yeah. I forgot to mention that say a few words while Harry's getting set up to play.
I can sing too, by the way. No, not really. But Donnie and I met. I was a freshman at University of Texas at Arlington. Donnie lived in Arlington a few years, and he had Fantasy. It was a really good jazz rock band, and they were the house band for the best live band place in Arlington. And it was my second semester, and my mother and I were in the apartment rental place, and I had decided, we had seen the apartment, and I was signing the papers to get it. And a guy from my hometown, who Horace Bowen, Ace Bowen, who's a musician, some of y'all know, always were some kind of venture together, whether we with the computers, something that we had an attraction for each other, that we were buddies from way back, and I'm going to miss him. He was a really good friend. He was a good dude and an interesting, smart guy. I don't know if y'all knew him. A smart guy, talented guy too. But I've been up and down the road with him for a long time, and we've had some big times. One last, I could tell 100 stories. Of course, I can't tell a few of them, but. They were playing the Fantasy. A couple of years later, Fantasy was playing at some big bar in Nacogdoches, and I went as the sound man. And they had this giant soundboard, and I didn't know anything about it. And Donnie said,
because of the pandemic, and they can see it live on Facebook, relatives, and sent links so people can be watching on Facebook. And we're so glad that y'all are here. And so let's give Harry a big hand. He is such a workhorse for Dallas Songwriters.
We aren't all that blessed tonight because it keeps trying to reconnect. We'll see how the video works out.
one little drink, it'll warm you up. One more. When you get drunk, don't get drunk on Everclear. It'll melt your cup, your plastic spoon. Strike a match, it goes boom. When you wake up down on the floor, it'll melt your name off your front door. There's never been no stronger stuff. 190's proof enough. You better read that label, the warning's clear. 190's proof enough. You better read that label, the warning's clear. When you get drunk, don't get drunk on Everclear. She took my hat, she took my car, she took my job, my old guitar. She took my dog, I can't remember its name. Purple Jesus on my brain. There's never been no stronger stuff. 100. That every word in that song is true. And the funny thing about it is all based on one party. That's about all the parties you can stand with Everclear too. And I'm going to do this found tonight. All my picks are found picks. I found this one right over there a while ago, I think. Should have this. It's orange if anybody wants it. I forgot how I start that song. What is it? There it is, right there. Okay. He's a redneck, short-haired, white-legged, good old boy. Now he's gonna join the army and finish his GED. For concerts in the park, he likes beer with Velveeta cheese. He's a chip kicking, two-stepping, girl child sing son of a gun. But he'll do like his daddy and only give his heart. One, he's a redneck, short-haired, white-legged, good old boy. Every redneck mother and daddy's pride and joy. He's a hell-raiser, but he'll make one hell of a big man. Tried so hard but can't find it. Well, honey, give this boy a chance. 'Cause he's a redneck, short-haired, white-legged, good old boy. Every redneck mother and daddy's pride and joy. He's a hell-raiser, but he'll make one hell of a man. 'Cause he's a redneck, short-haired, white-legged, good old boy. He's a redneck, short-haired, white-legged, good old boy. Redneck.
That's my two. Albert says, "Happy trails, Don. We used to have many a conversation about the future of music and technology that was right." Uh-oh, I just lost it. How do I unhide? I've got a conversation that's hidden now. I can't read the rest of it. I don't know what happened. Unhide. Okay, there it is. Sorry, I've never hidden one. And so I didn't know how to unhide it. That was right around the corner. I will miss you, and I'm glad we got the chance to talk before you left this plateau. That's from Chris out.
Bill Moore. Alan Larson will come up as next after landing.
Then that storm rolls in, jump right in, 'cause I'm out of my mind, out of this town, gonna ride that storm till the sun comes out. The trees are shaking and falling down, and I can't feel a drop of rain. Then that light shines in, and I find I'm lost again. It's been years since I've seen you come through town. Everyone's on and I can't feel a drop of rain. Now I'm really holding on. Everything's changed since you left us here. It rained the day
that we actually haven't recorded yet called Storm of Tears. Thank y'all.
That was absolutely fantastic.
Alan Larson.
Y'all got to see his drone video if you haven't seen it. He's got a drone, and he was standing over there around in that parking lot by the hospital.
That sounds like a lyric.
Carol Brandenburger actually suggested this song. This is No Time for That. It's a song about just, people kind of irritate you every now and then. Scurry and scared, damn straight taking my life back. Not gonna be somebody's doormat. Ain't got no time for any of that. Can't you see? That ain't me. Just where it's at. Listen to my heart from now on. Put back everything that's fallen apart. 'Cause I got caught up around some sewer rats. Only want to make you fall flat. There's too many folks around. I can already feel it in the air. It's like springtime every day of the year. Take all my troubles, scurry and scared. Damn straight taking my life back. I got caught up around some sewer rats. Folks wearing tinfoil hats. Are you gonna be somebody's doormat? Ain't got no time for any of that. Can't you see? That ain't for me. There's just no time. Song. And now John Mason. Huh? Asking for you? No? Did you? No? Do you want to sing a song or something? No, we wanted you to get up and say something a while ago, and you did a great job.
She is recovering from knee surgery. I think she's watching the live feed. So I guess if I don't want to be in trouble when I get home, I should play a song for her, right? So when I first asked her to marry me, she said no. It took me 3 years to convince her that it was okay to marry me. She heard too much about my rough and rowdy rock and roll past. How long? 34, 35 years. Alright, anyway, so this is for her.
together. I always thought I was yours and you were mine. Now we're older and the time's come to choose me. Are you still making up your mind? All these years you knew how much I loved you. I couldn't wait for you to love me back. But now I see that we're just friends for forever. Guess I have to realize we're just friends for forever. Guess I have to realize that we got that. Lately you've been looking at me funny. Seem uncomfortable. Ask me mine. The day you asked me, do you love me, honey? And you said, I know you waited all this time. Always looking for a sign. So let's leave this mystery behind. 'Cause I'm done making up my mind.
I'm paying the young ladies to sing. No, it was not Don Hall, it's Ricky G. Wright.
I'm failing down. I'm not doing my job. Ricky G. Wright. Okay.
She was a red-headed German girl, banged by a rich businessman on the streets of old Galveston. She came over on an liner. No one ever looked any finer than walk the streets of old Galveston. Island red, she was a beauty, they all said. Island red, she always turned their heads as she always lived at the finest hotels, as far as anyone could tell. She never once ever ran out of money. She only did what she had to do, to buy those fancy clothes and shoes, to keep those tears from her eyes so blue. Now she was full of mystery. One look at her, that good-looking woman who walked the strand. All the women said she was shameless. All the men said she was famous. But everyone watch as she walked by. All the women said she was shameless. All the men said she was famous. But everyone stopped and watched as she walked by.
Video is going to be good. It always saves the copies, and I think it keeps on filming every time even though it's trying to reconnect with Facebook. When you get home, if you try to watch the show tonight on Facebook, the Facebook version is going to be a lot of skips in it. But I will take the saved version off the phone and edit it and make a good video if we're lucky. So, keep your fingers crossed. Because we've had some really good performances tonight. And here comes another one of Don Wall.
Hello. Hello. Yeah, it's really been a great night. Thanks, Harry, for all your work. Thank you. It's I wrote this one within the last year or so, and has a lot to do with the idea that, you know, as we get a little older, we gotta still get up and go, and we gotta kind of do things. What you do, as long as you do something. Comes a time to put sand under my feet, when the days start feeling same old. After all, I know life is sweet when I just get up and go. Oh, can't you feel her glow? Holding on, looking back, it's a good time to get off that fast track. You'll never reach your quest all alone. Take a walk, don't back, take the slow road. Softness when you hold her tight, angels' tears, morning light, dewdrops of dawn upon the road. Show some kindness, treat her right, take her with you, it's alright, there's room for two for the road. Holding on, looking back, it's looking back, it's a good time to get off that fast track. You'll never reach your quest all alone. Take a walk, don't look back, take the slow road. And the old said, I gotta go. Oh, take a walk, don't look back, take the slow road. Thank you. Thank you, Landry. Thanks, everyone. Tom Landry. Thank you.
All right, this is a song about a neighbor of mine for 20 years. Kids grew up, moved away, and they decided it was time to make some changes in their life. It's called downsizing. Well, we lived in this old house of ours, going on 30 years. The kids are grown and they're on their own, well, they've got their own careers. It didn't take long to realize, just don't need a house this size. Now we're saying our goodbye. Outdoor kitchen, hey, dynamite. We're downsizing. We're downsizing, downsizing. Don't need this big old house no more. Just get a new one smaller than the old one, with just a single door. Just what we need, nothing more, yeah. We're downsizing. With the saw and the sewing room and a workshop with tools from Sears. It's grown to 4,010 square feet and a mortgage that'll last for 50 years. Downsizing, downsizing, don't need this big old house no more. Just get a new one smaller than the old one, with just a single floor. Just what we need, nothing more, yeah. We're downsizing, just what we need. Thank you all very much for coming tonight. It's been a great show, and I know it was stressful for both together, but It was something we needed to do, and we did a good job, I hope. I think we did. Amen. I wish we all could have known Don, but I think we all know him a little better now. And I'm going to do one song, and then we're going to get Alan Larson up here to take us home. He's got a minute song that always ends the show really good. So. Do anything I could do. Her sheer white dress was dripping wet. Moss was on her shoes. Have you heard the story about that haunted place? The story of the girl, the lady of White Rock Lake. She said, my boat turned over. Give me a ride, sir, if you will. I live with my father up on top of Teepee Hill. At the top I saw a mansion. A man was standing there. I told him what had happened. The cold chill filled the air. He said, son, I had a daughter. Is this some kind of... You're the third guy to say he's seen her since she drowned 3 weeks ago. Have you heard the story about that haunted place? The story of the girl they call the lady of White Rock.